Melons. Going to sow 3 varieties. The first one is a Rava. I tried to grow melons last year, about the first year I've ever grown melons actually, and it wasn't brilliant. I mean, they did something, but I don't think they did what they should have done, because we had such a bad season anyway, I'm told, for that sort of thing. Just rainy and horrible. But at least they, if nothing else, they provide shading for the greenhouse, natural shading. So I've got a few off them. But next one is Ogden. I'm doing 2 of each. Of course, I'm not going to grow 2. I'll just try 1 of each. I'm going to try and actually put 1 in each corner, so I'll probably end up with 4. Which 2 I don't know. If I get 2 of each anyway. And the last one is called Pepito. I did sieve this compost. I'm not sure why, but I've got loads of these seeds. Right. So, Pepito. Again, with these, I won't water them until I get home. We're having pretty cold nights still. I think we had a touch of frost this morning. Of course, everything's okay here in the polytunnel and the greenhouse. And I did have a quick look at the onions I put in yesterday, and they're all fine, they're all stood up. But yeah, they're going in the bag. They'll get watered when I get home and put on the Super 7 till they come up. So I brought these Brassicas back from home. They started on the Super 7 and they got transferred to my windowsill. That's just been pushed over when I brought them up in my bag, up against something side of the bag, I suppose, because they were taller than these are the Brussels sprouts Crispus, and they're the cauliflowers Clapton. I mean, I could prick them out now, but I'm not going to. I like to prick things out when they get their first true leaves on, and they're not there yet. They've just got their seed leaves on. So I'm going to leave them in the polytunnel rather than the greenhouse. I think the greenhouse gets too hot for them, just for the time being, until they've grown a little bit. But they've done quite well. My homemade bug spray, aphid spray. It's the rhubarb leaves, chopped up rhubarb leaves, bit of crushed garlic, about 4 cloves. Just boiled and simmered for 20 minutes and strained it, all the rough stuff off in a colander, then through a fine sieve, and then through kitchen roll, because obviously you don't want your sprayer to block up. And there's a very tiny bit of dish detergent in there, let's say, washing up liquid we call it. So it's a shame I haven't got the ones with a lance on. I might have to invest in one, because it makes it much easier for getting underneath the leaves, which you need to do really, especially for whitefly, because they tend to go and congregate underneath all the leaves. So there we go. It should last me all summer, hopefully. And if not, it's so easy to do. Haven't used a sprayer in a while. Hope it's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So I've had to position some of the stuff I've got hanging around on the bed of the polytunnel here, and I just leave them here. Now these are sort of they would be succulent for slugs, but on this tray that I made, I've got this copper surround all the way around it, so I'm hoping that keeps them off. It's round in the polytunnel. I've removed the just some lats across here with boards on the top, and all full of my rubbish. I got way too much rubbish. I need to start getting rid of it. And it's to make way for, in here, in this space, I'm going to grow the two tomatoes de Colgate. And what I'll do is I'll grow them and I'll attach a bamboo cane probably to that crossbar, and when they get to the top I'll top them there because they won't go any further. I don't want them to go any further. And in these three positions I've got one here, and down the bottom I'll sink a pot in the ground with a bottomless pot, and that's where the cucumbers are going. So I'll have three. Even around my workstation here, these three positions, that's way too fast, isn't it? These three positions are going to be for the cucumbers.